Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yes, Bhakti is greater than Mukti. Here Prabhupada explains, we must be fixed up in our own Rupa, Swarupa, Swarupa Siddhi. Swarupa Siddhi means to be engaged in the service of the Lord. That is real Mukti, Prabhupada says. The next quote, January 10th. This is in January 9th in Bombay, Prabhupada speaking. On January 8th, Prabhupada says, retirement means to become cured from diseased activities, but to place yourself in healthy activities. That is Bhakti, that is Krishna consciousness. So in simple statements, I am giving one analogy here very carefully. From there we will understand what is Bhakti, what is Mukti, how Bhakti is greater than Mukti. Young student, daily coming to classroom, waking up early morning, getting fresh up, taking his lunch box, getting fresh up, taking bath, wearing a nice uniform, getting into school bus, going to school, sitting in classroom, meeting friends, joking with them, laughing with them, playing with them, sometimes fighting with them, responding to class teachers actively, playing sometimes sports, some activities, games. He's quite active. Afternoon time he had taken his lunch, emptied his lunch box, then he kept in the bag. Evening also he attended class, then evening he came back to school bus, then bus dropped him at school, at house. So he came to house, Mommy. So this is a normal general day of a student, school student. Similarly, college, morning we wake up, go to college, study, meet friends, bunk classes, go to movie here and there, then lunch we eat something, then coming back to home, our room, or to the hostel, going for some picnic, movies here and there, etc., etc. This is a college student life, general active college student life. A job, early morning we wake up, get ready, board a metro train or local train or take a rickshaw, bus, go to office, work, cut, then evening we come back, we become tired and sleep. So a housewife, early morning she wakes up, gets fresh up, cleans the house, cooks something, gets children's ready, husband's ready. Afternoon time, aaram se thoda TV serial starts. This is a general ordinary day of active women or men. General day. They're actively situated in their duties. So Prabhupada says this. To place yourself in healthy activities, that is called Krishna consciousness. That is called Bhakti. But what is that Bhakti? That is Krishna consciousness, serving Krishna, performing our dharma. But somebody who is deceased, you see, early morning, a school child, when he woke up, he got completely fever, body pains. He says to mother, Ma, I don't want to go to school today. A student, college boy, he doesn't express himself, but he doesn't go to school. He just sleeps too much. He doesn't come out of his room. Parents understand his health is not good. A mother, she doesn't wake up early morning, doesn't clean, she's not able to cook. So she's tired, she needs some rest. Husband, children understand, mother health is not good. So when when our health becomes bad, our routine activities, we cannot do it. We are not able to do it. When we get diseased, we cannot do our routine activities, general activities. We cannot do. Our body will not support for it. That is conditioned stage. That is a conditioned stage. Means we are not doing bhakti to the Lord. We are not doing our dharma. We are tied. We are bounded. See, in the diseased condition, even though we want to do, even though we want to eat food, but that food tastes very bitter, right? Everybody must have experienced this diseased condition. When you got fever, when you got health problem, some severe issues. So even though we want to eat, we are feeling hungry, we want to eat, but body doesn't digest it, it vomits. Yes, we vomit the food, we vomit the water, temperature is very high, we don't want to speak, we don't want to walk, we just want to take rest, sleep. And sometimes even we don't get proper sleep also in diseased condition, right? So try to understand. In the same way, when a person gets cured, he goes to doctor, we go to hospital, we get admitted in ICU, we get a doctor, we start our treatment, doctor starts the treatment. After the whole treatment, when we get cured of our disease, then we start our routine activities. We go to school, we go to college, we start cooking, we go to job, we do our activities in general. Again, back to the action, back to the machine, right? So this is the analogy I gave. In the same way, we are living entities, every jiva. There is a difference between jivatma. There is a difference between jivatma and atma. Jivatma, remember this, jivatma means conditioned by three modes of material nature, constantly suffering by the three kleshas, constantly having a problems with the birth, death, old age, disease, four problems, is always dwelling in duality, constantly in duality, good, bad, right, left, friend, enemy. This is called jivatma. He is known as jivatma. He is constantly getting suffered by three modes, sometimes very good, sometimes passionate, sometimes ignorant, sometimes lazy, sometimes crazy, passionate, sometimes cool, calm. Sometimes we are so clean, sometimes we are so hazy, not so clean. Sometimes we are too much slumber. Sometimes we speak very cool, very nice, very good. Sometimes bad words comes out of the mouth. Yes. So we are constantly under the three modes of material nature, sattva guna, rajoguna, tamoguna. This is called jivatma. And we are constantly going through the three types of kleshas, adi daivika, adi bhautika, adhyatmika. We are troubled by this birth, death, old age, diseases, death ultimately. So this is called jivatma. We are bounded by this material nature, prakriti. Atma means one who is not bounded by these things. Atma, the jiva, soul, spirit soul. Atma is pure, Sat Chit Ananda. It is never gets contaminated. But when this Atma recognizes I am this body, they are my relatives, it is my house, this is my place, I am from this world, I am just bunch of chemicals. Oh, this is mine, that is yours. He is my friend, he is my enemy. When we recognize, when we misidentify ourselves, then we get into trap of this prakriti and become jivatma. Otherwise, Atma is very pure, part and parcel of Krishna, Amsha of the Lord, Sat Chit Ananda, eternal, no diseases, no duality, No three modes of material nature. No problem. Atma. But when we recognize ourselves with these three modes of material nature, then we get bounded by these three modes, this bhavabandhana, samsara chakra. We misidentify ourselves that I am this body, I am their son, I am the employee of so and so company, I am so and so, I am this, I am that, I am Indian, I am Muslim, I am Christian, I am Hindu. With that identifications, we get trapped. That is called Jivatma. So you are clear? Atma and Jivatma, both are not same, both are different. Atma means completely surrendered spirit soul. Atma identity, I am the part and parcel of Krishna, I am the servant of Krishna, a pure servant of Krishna, eternal, full of consciousness, full of knowledge, full of eternal, yes, Satchit Ananda, full of happiness. So Mukti means getting out of this. I have given the definition between Atma, difference between Atma and Jivatma. Now I am explaining Mukti. Mukti means, so this is a conditioned stage. Atma is in conditioned stage, is called Jivatma. When this Jivatma comes out of this conditioning, that is called liberation. That is called Mukti. So this conditioning means diseased. We are all diseased because of misidentification. Every one of us have a different diseases. Everybody is a mental patient only. Don't think every one of us are mental patients. We have some understanding, some views, some perception toward the world, some idea about the life. We all have different category of faith. We have different various views towards life and society. All are based on the prakriti, what we have, based on the nature what we have, based on the perception we have towards society. We are completely under the diseased condition. When we come out of this conditioned diseased or conditioned stage, then that is called Mukti. Then we become Atman. Yes. Otherwise we will be Jivatma, bounded by these three modes of material nature. Okay, somebody gets a Mukti, that's well and good, very nice. Yes, somebody gets a Mukti, very good. He got cured from his disease. How will get a Mukti? By going to a doctor. How will get cured from the disease? By going to a doctor. Who is a doctor here? How to get Mukti? We should surrender to spiritual master. We should surrender to someone who has got liberated. Yes. We should surrender to someone who has realized that he is not the body, he is a spirit soul. We should surrender to someone who has constantly engaged in his eternal situation, eternal constitutional situation, as a servant of Krishna. So, when we surrender to them, we start our treatment. He says, hey, chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra daily, follow 4 regulative principles, daily Shravanam, we should hear about Krishna, we should chant Hare Krishna, we should serve Krishna, daily offer a flower to Krishna, offer a glass of water to Krishna. Like this, doctor, spiritual master, he engages the Jivatma in the service of Krishna. That's why this Jivatma becomes Atma under the guidance of spiritual master. Just like a patient becomes cured from his disease under the proper guidance of a doctor with the proper treatment, he gets cured from his disease. Similarly, a Jivatma, a conditioned suffering soul, can become released from the disease by surrendering to Krishna. Okay? So after getting cured from the disease, how we will get to know whether that candidate is cured from the disease? Let us suppose that your friend got deceased. From 1 week he is not coming to school or college, to a job. How you will get to know that guy got cured from the disease? Somebody? How you will get to know one particular person got cured from the disease under the treatment of proper doctor?
When he will come back to school.
Yes. Very good. When he comes back to school, again back to the activities. When he comes back to the job, again back to the office work. Again he's speaking to very normally with us. Again he's speaking very active with us, making jokes, playing with us, speaking to us, moving with us. When this candidate is back to activities, then we can understand he is cured from the disease. Similarly, after getting released from this bhavabandhana, after getting released from these three modes of material nature, four problems, three kleshas, we are back to activities in the service of Krishna. That is called bhakti. So you see, bhakti is one step ahead to the mukti, right? Bhakti is one step ahead to the mukti. That's why bhakti is greater than mukti. We should not just, okay, getting cured from disease is okay, good. But we should get back to our activities. That is what real purpose, right? Why we wanted to get cured from the diseases? Because we wanted to do our activities again back. Why we wanted to get a mukti? Because we wanted to engage in our constitutional position as a servant of Krishna, dharma. That is bhakti. That's why bhakti is a greater than mukti. This is a one important statement. Remember this. Bhakti is greater than mukti. Another interesting statement here carefully. Even to get mukti, we have to get engaged in bhakti. Even to get mukti, we have to get engaged into bhakti. But they just like even to get cured from diseases, it is not that we stop eating. We don't stop eating, right? It is not that we stop sleeping. It is not that we stop speaking. We eat proper diet. We take proper diet. We take medicine. We take proper rest. That medicine is Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That diet is Krishna Prasadam. Yes. So even to get mukti, even to get released from this bhavabandhana, karma bandhana, suffering of this worldly existence, we need a bhakti process. That's why spiritual master, he gives the treatment. Chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Don't sleep too much. Yuktahara viharasya. Don't eat too much. Eat only Krishna Prasadam. Don't see that, see this. Don't smell that, smell this. Don't think about it, think about this. Don't hear about this, hear about this. You know, treatment. Krishna, spiritual master gives a treatment. So even to get mukti, we need a bhakti process. Just like even to get cured from diseases, we need to maintain proper diet, proper medication. This is the second statement. Even to get mukti, we need a bhakti. And third statement, bhaktas, devotees, they are never bothered about mukti. Devotees, Vaishnavas, they are never bothered about mukti. There are 5 types of mukti. Sarupya, Salokya, Sayujya, Sasti, Sarupya. Yes. There are 5 types of mukti. So these devotees, Vaishnavas, bhaktas, they are not even bothered about mukti. They don't want to get cured from any disease. It's okay. Just performing bhakti itself is a cure for them. Just like in a material example, I gave analogy, right? Just like that. Just like when we get a disease, doctor suggests some treatment. He suggests some treatment without even medicines. Sometimes even without medicines, he suggests, no, our food itself is a medicine for us. He suggests us, Arey, don't, this is always good for you, you should follow this diet. He says, not only even after cure from the disease, he suggests, yes, you should continue the diet, you should continue that exercise. So treatment is very good for us. The treatment can be continue with us, then no point of disease only, right? Similarly, Vaishnavas, devotees, they are not even bothered about mukti. They just want service to Krishna. They just want to chant Hare Krishna. They just want to take Krishna Prasadam. They just want to hear about Krishna. They just want to speak about Krishna. They just want to see Krishna. So that's a devotees. Vaishnavas are never bothered about mukti. It comes naturally. That's why there is a third important statement. The mukti is a byproduct of bhakti. We don't need to bother about it. Mukti is a byproduct of bhakti. Naturally it comes. We don't need to bother about it. So these are the three prominent statements I am giving. Understand carefully. Bhakti is greater than mukti. Even to get mukti, we need a bhakti. And mukti is a byproduct of bhakti. We don't need to bother about mukti. Just stick to bhakti, service to Krishna, chant Hare Krishna, take darshan of Krishna, hear about Krishna, speak about Krishna, take Krishna Prasadam. I thank all of you very much. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions, comments, devotees?